What if I told you that the most interesting thing happening in crypto right now revolves around digital, agentic, Tanuki athletes? What up, everybody? It's Professor Jihoz, and Moku Grand Arena Season 1 is officially live with $1 million prize pool. So, what is Grand Arena? Grand Arena is basically an AI powered fantasy sports league where the athletes never sleep, they're always on, and they're playing this game that's kind of similar to the arcade game Killer Queen. It's kind of hard to explain. It's kind of crazy. It's never been done before. So I have some time. It's the weekend, and I'm going to kind of show you how I'm playing Grand Arena, how I'm thinking about it, and the different resources that can help get you started. So first, let's take a look at my Mokis. So these are my Mokis. I have 57 of them, but two of them are really special. So two of these Mokis are what you call champion Mokis. That means that they did really well in the preseason, and or one of them is actually just really famous, and that's why he became a champion. And they've been immortalized forever and turned into digital trading cards. So I own the Mokis, but anyone can actually own the trading cards that represent my Mokis. And what are these important for? So you can basically see my collection of cards here, right? So I don't own all of the Mokis here, but I do own their representations, and I can use these cards to enter basically this fantasy league. Um, and so let's go to the fantasy platform here. Okay. So basically, what do I want to do? So there's $1 million prize pool, but how do I actually earn a portion of it? So what I want to do is I'm going to these contests, right? And you can see that, okay, all right, these are actually filled up. So I'm going to look for one with spots open. Boom, 2,000, 15 per player. You can kind of see what the rules are. There's 160 out of 200 entries. Let's just go with the 500 gem entry fee here. And boom. So they're saying that. Okay. What is the rarity capped at? Oh, up to rare. Interesting. So it's a rare only. Okay, that's interesting. So basically, what I want to do is create a lineup of four champions or four cards plus a scheme card. So the trick here is that actually you want to pick the scheme card first and then build the team around it. So there's actually an amazing tool called GA tracker. And basically, what it will allow you to do is first you pick a scheme card. So these scheme cards act kind of like as multipliers or supplements to your team, to your champions. So let's pick. All right, let's pick grabbing balls just for some simplicity. And then basically what it's going to do is, boom, I pick that scheme card, and it's going to look through your collection if you enter in your address, and then it's going to recommend a team for you to play. So, it may not be perfect, obviously, right? Like, they're working on this tool all the time, but at least kind of gives you a framework to think about, right? So, it's recommending these Mokis to play. So let's kind of go and let's go check if what this looks like. So basically, right, we're gonna pick a scheme card, and which one? What was it called again? It was called grabbing balls, right? So then we're just going to type in grabbing balls. Boom, that's my scheme card. All right, and then it's gonna say, and then I'm gonna take a look at, okay, Tamanuki. I believe that my Tamanuki is actually being played right now. So when you play a card, you cannot actually play it in multiple contests at the same time. And so these are locked. Was Moki Witch one of them? Yes, Moki Witch was one of them. So boom. So we're gonna play this. It's only rare. Only rare. Interesting. So, okay, you basically understand that builder tool though. But I'm going to kind of have to do it myself. So, gotcha ball victories. So, there are Moki classes. Some of them are better at winning in different ways. And so, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for strikers, because these are the ones that are typically winning in the gotcha with the gotcha balls. And then I'm going to look for a high rating or a high star, right? So a higher star means that this Moki is performing well. It's doing better recently, and this number actually rises and falls because, right, different things can happen. The meta can change. The Mokis can actually be trained in different ways. They can be respec, right? So one of the interesting things is that if you own a card, you kind of have a connection to the owner of that Moki, right? You can kind of say, hey, I need you to train your Moki harder. I think it would be better based on its stat distribution as a different class. And so that's like a really interesting dynamic with this game. So I'm definitely going to pick this guy. Oh, I can only do rare. All right. Boom. Okay. Rare, rare. All right. So let's look for rare strikers that have high stars. So this one seems to be high. Boom. 4.3. So, and 407, 4.9. Okay. That's another one. Star of David. I mean, this guy's my own. This guy actually is a Moki that I personally own, not just the card, but I actually own the Moki itself. Let's go with him. He seems relatively strong. Oh, Amber. Amber is looking strong as well. So, when I look at the stats, though, I'm not sure why it's rated so high. So for a striker, you actually want to have like relatively high dex, I believe. So let's maybe get rid of her. Oh, Deadly Kid. I mean, so that another thing, right, is that the shadows are actually going to have boosted stats. So okay, let's go with this. Let's go with this team. Let's enter the lineup. Boom. All right, so it's going to lock my cards here. So remember, you can only join one contest at a time with a certain lineup. So actually having more cards means that you can actually enter more contests simultaneously. Okay, so you can see that I have some upcoming contests that I'm joining. And then this is actually really addicting, is actually watching your progress in the contest that you're currently in. So a lot of my strongest cards, I'm not sure if this is a good strategy, to be honest, but I put a lot of my strongest cards on the same lineup. And so I'm not, at the beginning, I'm not kind of spraying and praying. I was concentrating. I'm just trying to learn the game a bit, try out different metas, try different lineups. And so far, it seems to be working out. Like I'm on track to make around $86 from this. So yeah, let's take a look. So what's going on here? Mokington. So who's doing well? Fienmer. I think Fienmer is actually one of the best performing Mokis right now. So yeah, I played it with this scheme card. All right, so let's see what Fienmer is doing. So let's watch the game. Boom. Yeah, so this is Grand Arena, if you haven't seen it actually. So he went straight to the bottom. He's riding Wart. So basically there's three ways to win, right? You can gather these gotcha balls and put them up there. You can turn buff and kill each other, or you can ride this ball thing all the way to the other side. So what do we have? So gotcha balls don't seem to be too high right now. We're getting closer to a Wart victory, which basically is the bald thing traversing across the map. That maybe, so we actually won with a combat victory there, which actually means that we killed the other team by turning buff. Anyways, so yeah, this seems like a pretty good lineup so far. Right now, you can see that I'm 19 out of 41. What else do we have? Some position 19. I'm position 31 over here. but that's also correlating 31 out of 61. All of the matches are actually completed. I actually lost my last two. So we'll see if that maybe, it sometimes will take some time to update. Anyways, that's Grand Arena. I very much oversimplified. This is a 10-minute video, but I very much oversimplified things. But yeah, I do think that this is something that's really interesting. It's innovative. It's actually using agents and the crossover of agents, TCGs, crypto. There's nothing like it. It's playing into a lot of things that are starting to pop off right now. And, I think it's kind of interesting or annoying that, right, so many people are in crypto are actually hype about AI or agents, but have they actually used something? Um, have we actually ever seen crypto things at the intersection of crypto and agents? I actually haven't, other than this. So yeah, super interesting. Congrats to the Moku team on the launch, and I will see you guys in the arena.